Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's GZTV back with another one. Can you guys hear me? I'm just making sure. Yes, you can. Yeah, pretty big night for NBA action. You know, we haven't had this big of a night in a couple of days here, so we have a lot of games to talk about. I'm sure this video will be pretty lengthy, but I'm gonna do this, watch Better Call Saul, and then go to bed, guys. I mean, that's really it. I mean, school is pretty stressful, but again, this is a good outlet for me to come on here and talk. And by the way, 21 Savage and Drake's album has been delayed, so that's kind of unfortunate, but at least we have other albums dropping this week, you know, Kodak Black, Babytron. I don't remember what else. There's an album or two else that's dropping. I think Shmino's dropping an album. I'm watching ESPN right now, but we will talk about the NBA games. We're going to talk about the first game of the night, the Magic and the Cavs. Evan Mobley has 22 points. The Cavs beat the Magic for their third win in a row after losing their first game of the season. The Cavaliers are on fire, baby. Definitely a team to invest in. Definitely a team that could have a really good season. Yeah, man. Good. Evan Mobley's best game of the season. Jared Allen had a good game. Yeah, there's not really much to say. Donovan Mitchell had a crazy jam. I mean, rebounding the ball, passing it around. Paulo Banchero had some plays. Jared Allen dunked on Bol. Yeah, Jared Allen was just finishing at the rim this game. But let's look at the box score here. Paulo Banchero, I guess no matter how hard he tries, the Magic can't get a fucking win. It's kind of upsetting. They've played 5 games. I don't think he scored under 20 any game of his career so far. He had 29 points tonight, 60% from 3. So that's fantastic. I mean, Paulo Banchero is looking just how we kind of expected and some. Franz Wagner is a great player for the Magic too. I mean, he put up 22 tonight. I just think, you know, a veteran like Terrence Ross needs to come out. He needs to outcome more. He needs to play better. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Looking at the Cavs here, Jared Allen had 18 points, 16 rebounds. And again, you know, Evan Mobley having probably his best game of the year with 22 points. So that's that game. Shout out to the Cavs for continuing to be dominant. I'm not sure if I'm really looking forward to playing them on Friday as a Celtics fan, but we'll move on. Hawks and Pistons. Tonight there were a lot of games of like teams on the rise against just bad NBA teams in the rebuild. I'm sure like the Pistons and the Magic will be pretty decent teams in the future, but yeah, man. Trae Young scores 35 points. The Hawks beat the Pistons by 5, so close game. But, you know, 2-game set at Little Caesars Arena. This is the first of that, so, yeah, we'll see what happens. Trae Young with great passing. Bojan Bogdanovic looked really nice early in this game. He hit a lot of good shots. DeAndre Hunter had a couple of plays. Yeah, man, Bojan. Great stuff. And I mean, Jalen Duren, I have hope for his career. You know, he's a rim rocker for the Pistons, so that's dope. I don't know. It's been a while since I've heard someone use that term, but looking at the Hawks here and looking at their star players, you know, John Collins came out 19 points, 11 rebounds. Good game for him there. Trae Young, 35 points. Not the best shooting night, but he got it done. I mean, he shot the ball an awful lot, got to the free throw line. That's what we like to see. And yeah, Bogdanovic finished with 33 points and 50% from the 3, so he probably played better than Trae Young, if I'm being honest with you. Cade Cunningham as well, he had a good game. He had 26 points. He shot 33% from 3. Corey Joseph did not have a good night. He played 32 minutes and shot 3 shots and missed. I don't know what the hell happened, but yeah, Corey Joseph's got to be playing better as a starter. Let's move on from that. Hornets and Knicks, close game. Closest game all night. It was a fun game to watch. A lot of calls that determined the game. Good or bad, I don't really know. Jalen Brunson, the Knicks outlast the Hornets by 3 in overtime. Yeah, Jalen Brunson, great stuff. My screen is frozen, so hopefully this video stays up. I'm not even going to pay attention to that anymore. Go-ahead basket in overtime. You know, Jalen Brunson winning the game for them pretty much. Julius Randle had some pretty clutch baskets. Jalen Brunson found Mitchell Robinson a couple of times. Dennis Smith Jr. had some clutch plays, which some people thought he fell off the face of the NBA earth, but he played pretty good tonight. So, yeah, man, good shots for Jalen Brunson. Dennis Smith Jr. played some defense as well, so that's always cool to see. I really hate my computers doing this. I really hope my stream is still up, or else I'm just gonna cancel the video for tonight. I think it is up. Yes. Okay, let's look at the box score here. Let's take a look. Gordon Hayward put up 21 points. He shot 33% from three. Dennis Smith Jr. had 14 points and 11 assists. I really wish Mason Plumlee would be more of a scoring option. Obviously, they don't have LaMelo Ball. Miles Bridges won't be playing for them this season. Who knows if he'll be playing in the NBA after all the violations he's committed. But, yeah, I just wish Mason Plumlee would step up when the star players are out. But looking at the New York Knicks, yeah, Jalen Brunson, 27 points, 13 assists, 40% from three, 67% from the field. Good-ass game scoring-wise for him. 22 points for R.J. Barrett, although not a very good shooting percentage. He still came out and balled, so that's nice. 76ers and Raptors, I thought this would be a little closer of a game, but I guess not. Pascal Siakam scores 20 as the Raptors beat a slumping 76ers by 10. The 76ers got their first win, but they just continue to struggle this season, which really sucks because I don't like the 76ers that much, but I want to see like James Harden and Joel Embiid thrive together. I feel like they deserve that. Matched his career high. Huh. Yeah, Gary Trent Jr. had a career high night. Pascal Siakam had a career high night passing the ball, I suppose. What? Scotty Barnes had some clinching baskets for the Raptors. Christian Koloko had some good plays. Tyrese Maxey had some plays on the fast break, getting to the bucket, getting fouled. You know, OG Anunoby had a fire-ass dunk too. But let's look at the box score here. Look at them 76ers. Man, it sucks. You have two guys that score 31 and you still lose. You know, Joel Embiid, 31 points. He shot 50% from the three. So did Tyrese Maxey, 50% from the three, 31 points. Very efficient scoring night, but man, if Tobias Harris would have scored like 15 points, they would have won this damn game. I'm not even mad at how Harden played. For how many shots he took, I think Harden played pretty damn good, but Tobias Harris just struggled this game. Wow, it was bad. By struggle, that's an understatement. But good game for the Raptors. 20 points and 13 assists for Pascal Siakam. He shot 50% from the three. Great shooting from both teams this game. Scotty Barnes had 16 points and 10 rebounds, so he's having a good sophomore year campaign. It seems like Gary Trent. When you want him to be a good shooter, he will be a good shooter for your team, man. He came out 27 points. He shot 50% from three. I mean, he looked damn good. So shout out to the Raptors. They're a team that have been battling for a spot ever since Kawhi left. So yeah, Nets and Bucks. This was the ESPN game, but honestly, it was really good for a while until the Nets just started losing touch, started missing shots. It was so hard to watch, man. I really feel for, Kyrie and KD, man. They're just having growing pains, Bucks use a lopsided run after Steve Nash gets ejected. They beat the Nets by 11. Yeah, Giannis was just picking the Nets apart all night, taking advantage of every missed shot and coming back down on the other end and just putting it right off the glass. Yeah, man, they're too small for him, I guess. Just flexing on Ben Simmons. I mean, it was not good. It was not a good game for the Nets, and it's a really hard team to watch. They're just kind of getting into their new guys. I feel the same about my Green Bay Packers. Kyrie encouraging Ben to shoot, that's good. That's something you want to see, Kyrie take control of the team and letting Ben know that they want him to shoot, Yeah, Giannis went crazy, man. Flexing everywhere, and one after hand one. He just went by the entire Nets defense and just didn't look back. I mean, it was just a good game for him. Kevin Durant, though, 33 points. Kyrie Irving put up 27 of his own. As much as I want to talk shit about Ben, we'll reserve him for this video. Nicholas Claxton, man. Scoring-wise, I think he needs to pick it up. I mean, at least Ben Simmons took more shots than him, which I don't think that's ever happened. Holy shit. Ben Simmons came out the first half, looked pretty confident, took a decent amount of shots. Second half, he did slow down, but I'm going to put this on Nicholas Claxton just so Ben Simmons just stops getting slandered for once. Is that the only reason? No, I genuinely think that Nicholas Claxton needs to be a little more consistent. He needs to be a double-digit scorer. We know Ben Simmons isn't much of a scorer. He's been passing the rock, you know. I don't know. He definitely needs to improve, though. Giannis Antetokounmpo, though, 43 points, 14 rebounds. Yeah, he looked phenomenal out there, man. What can I say? 20 points and 11 rebounds for Bobby Portis. He had a good-ass game, man. 50% from three. That's exactly what a team that's looking for another ring wants off their bench, which that's a good look, man. Pacers and Bulls is the next game we're going to talk about. Zach LaVine's 28 points enabled the Bulls to hold off the Pacers. They win by 15. Three-pointers down the stretch from Zach LaVine. He was really the spark plug for them this game. But Javonte Green made a couple finishes at the rim. That's nice. Benedict Mathurin did as well. Miles Turner played some pretty good defense tonight at the rim. I mean, he's always been known as kind of like a good at-the-rim defender, but that was nice. I mean, it was really the battle of the rim protecting big man. Andre Drummond on the other side doing it as well. DeMar DeRozan hit a couple good shots, but he didn't really play that well. You know, obviously Zach LaVine coming back, they kind of have to morph into an all-new team. But it's cool to see the Bulls get over a 500 hunch. They got a big win on my Celtics, so that kind of catapulted them. But looking at the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, 18 points, 11 assists. He shot 33% from three. Buddy Hield, he had 24 points tonight. Good game for him, 50% from the field. He looked fucking amazing. He really did. He looked good. But, I mean, Miles Turner, is this his first game he's played all season? I have not heard from him. I don't know, it's weird. He seems kind of irrelevant this season, but he took 7 shots in 24 minutes isn't bad, but he needs to make more shots. I don't know. I mean, obviously the Bulls are a damn good team on paper, but Jesus, you got to get some stuff done. The Bulls, though, I mean, yeah, really all it was Zach LaVine putting up 28 points, shooting 75% from three. He is like one of the best spot-up shooters in the NBA. I mean, and it shows night in, night out, so... Yeah, shout out to the Bulls for getting it done. Spurs and Timberwolves. Man, I really want to see they're not my team, but I really want to see the Spurs do well. They're a rebuilding team. People might want to play for them. You never know. I mean, honestly. But they lost tonight. Anthony Edwards scores 34. The Wolves beat the Spurs by 12. Jalen Nowell as a reserve for the Wolves did good. Jeez, voice crack. My voice doesn't sound as bad as it usually does, which is good. I've been taking Mucinex, and it's obviously been working, so that's nice. Jalen Nowell plays at the rim. You know, Anthony Edwards getting his teammates open while also scoring three-pointers everywhere. Man, big shots for him this game. Making moves all over the place. Anthony Edwards looked really good tonight, for sure. I caught a glimpse of pretty much every game. I didn't watch every game extensively because I'm only watching one game at a time. I don't have like fucking 5 plasma screens on my wall, guys. That's not the college life, all right? If you're not there yet, you'll know soon enough. But Spurs played fucking good. I don't have a complaint. I think the Spurs played good. Like, I'm not even starting to get biased for them or anything. I just think they played good. 27 points for Keldon Johnson. He shot 50% from three. 12 points and 10 rebounds for Jakob Poeltl. That's exactly what you want out of your big man. I don't see a flaw with this team in this game. Josh Richardson, he had 11 points. He had 10 assists. He shot 50% from the three, 50% overall from the field. So I don't have complaints here. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to say that about a team like the Spurs. But, I mean, the fucking Timberwolves played 9 guys and they just lit it up the entire game. Jalen McDaniels, I think, he had 20 points. He only missed a shot, one shot the whole game. Shot 80% from three. Anthony Edwards, man, 34 points. Karl Anthony Towns, 21 points, 60% from three. You can't really beat a team that has four 20-plus point scorers. I mean, off the bench. Jalen Nowell, 23 points, 60% from three. Minnesota does not look bad here, guys. They don't. They really don't look that bad. So, hopefully they can keep playing good. Moving forward, Rockets and Jazz, the next game we're going to talk about. Lauri Markkanen has 24 points in the Jazz's 8-point win over the Rockets. He also grabbed 8 rebounds, so that's pretty decent. You know, he's doing his job as a stretch big. I love that. Taylor Horton-Tucker had a nice dunk. Lauri Markkanen, Jalen Green, a lot of dunks this game. Those guys were throwing it down. Garrison Matthews had a couple good passes for the Rockets. They had a couple positives, but really it wasn't their game, I guess. Eric Gordon scoring in the paint, that was quite impressive to watch. So, yeah, you know, looking at the Rockets, Kevin Porter Jr. had 24 points. Kenyon Martin Jr. off the bench, he put up 11 points and 10 rebounds. Pretty solid there, but, you know, guys like Jayshawn Tate kind of have to step up for this organization if they want to win games. I mean, obviously, I think they're still in the rebuild process. I don't even know if they're quite comfortable with the team they have right now, but let's look at the victor side, because obviously that's what we're really looking for, you know. 24 points for Lauri Markkanen. He shot 67% from the field. Good performance there. And we know that Jordan Clarkson damn near guaranteed 20-piece a night. He had 20 points. He shot 50% from three. It's really cool to see Jordan Clarkson get a starting spot on this team. And they are 4-1. I think that's like up there with the best team in the NBA, at least up there with the Trailblazers right now. So that's really cool to see. A surprising start to the season. Speaking of the Trailblazers, they played the Heat tonight, and obviously Dame took a spill, had to leave the game. So, you know, he had to take full advantage of that and kind of recover their bad start to a season, I would say. I mean, for a team that made the damn Eastern Conference Finals last year, a 1-3 start was definitely not ideal. I can't really judge teams until we get to the first 10 games, maybe even 20. You know, Heat snapped the Blazers' 4-game winning streak with a 21-point win. Bam Adebayo played great. Tyler Hero hit some shots. Damian Lillard hit some shots from the mid-range. You know, Josh Hart hit some threes. Jimmy Butler was throwing it down. Decent amount of stuff happened this game. I caught a couple glimpses of it. Not really any highlight performances on the Heat. I think they just played good as a team. They played together. They played as one, and that's why they made a good playoff run last year, because under Eric Spoelstra, they just know how to play together, you know? Looking at the Trailblazers, though, Damian Lillard, 22 points. That's really all there is to it. He got injured and still put up 22 in 26 minutes. Pretty damn efficient, if you ask me. With those minutes, you'd think he'd score 15, but 22, man. Yusuf Nurkic, I really wish Yusuf Nurkic would get more involved on the offensive end, but it is what it is. Damian Lillard getting injured, he could have put 40 up tonight, and they still would have lost. I think the Heat are just such a good team right now, or they were such a good team that game. So, Lakers-Nuggets, oh my God. Another team that's difficult to watch. You know, you got a super team here. There's no argument. It's a super team. You took 3 fucking spitballs, spit them at the wall, and you hope one of them sticks. They stick, but the other ones aren't sticking with it. So that was a dumb analogy. What am I talking about? But yeah, Lakers, Nuggets, and Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets keep the Lakers winless with an 11-point victory. Good game for Jokic. Jamal Murray hit some big shots. Yeah. I mean, Nikola Jokic was just the muscle. Just going at Anthony Davis like there was nothing to it. LeBron James had a couple of highlight, you know, those LeBron plays we always see on Bleacher Report. Jamal Murray had some dunks of his own. LeBron was just trying to put the team on his back. It didn't quite work out. Jeff Green had a couple good shots. Really wasn't much of a game. It was tight at halftime. I don't know. I just saw a stat that said Paolo Banchero is only the 7th NBA player to start his career with 5 straight 20-point games. Ever, guys. 7th ever. I don't know. That has to mean something. We'll have to look at what that list is. But looking at the Lakers, wow, LeBron didn't even play as good as I thought it was. Really, it was just Anthony Davis. He put up 22 points, 14 rebounds. Kind of had a scary fall, but he ended up seizing the day for himself. But really nothing else. Patrick Beverley, again. I say this over and over. Well, Russell Westbrook's injured, so we're not going to rip on him tonight. Patrick Beverley, he had 6 points. I mean, you're playing 29 minutes in the NBA and you're putting up 6 points. I don't know. I don't know. Something seems off about that. I'm not really sure. Patrick Beverley probably wasn't the best addition to this team, if I'm being honest. But let's look at the Nuggets. It was literally just Jokic, 31 points, 13 rebounds. I mean, I think that's going to do it. I'm just going to end the video because my computer completely fucked me over again. I'm going to go watch some Better Call Saul and enjoy the rest of my night. So